Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I wanna retell about the story I just watched in the YouTube. So here we go. Ali Khan has told a story about Robert Davila, who is a farmer young man, and he was hit with some sort of genetic disorder that kicked in later on in his life. Then he became paralyzed from the neck down. Robert Davila lives in a nursing home that actually most of people they are 90 to 100 years old, and while he was just about 30. And the next, when Robert went to sleep and he got up a dream and saw a man, and the man said his name is Muhammad, and he said, pointing at the crucifix, he said that God didn't send messengers so they would worship the messengers, but God sent messengers so they could worship God. And Jesus was just a man. He walked in the markets and he ate food, and the dream stopped. After getting the dream, he started googling Muhammad. Then he found Islam and he took Shahada. Then he wanted to learn about Al-Quran. He wanted to recite the Quran. Then he memorized 10 surah from his hospital bed. When he wanted to understand the Quran and googling in the internet, then he ended up on Nauman Ali Khan videos and he started watching the stuffs. And he watched almost everything. The Egyptian fellow has his own awesome story. He raised as Muslim, but he had basically lost faith and he wasn't really religious and didn't go to Jam'ah pray anymore. But he felt spiritual void, so he started going to church just to tell closer to Allah. There was time when the Egyptian was passing by Robert's home one day. Then he heard that Robert was reciting one of the verses of the Al-Quran, Surah Al-Asr. Then, when he knew that Robert had become a Muslim, he wondered how does Allah guide someone in the middle of Crunchtown, USA in a nursing home with a crucifix on the side of his bed that he doesn't even have the physical strength to move. The Egyptian fellow said he wanted to come back to Allah. Robert told him that he had a friend that he found online, Nauman Ali Khan. Then the Egyptian fellow get started watch Nauman Ali Khan videos, and Robert wished that he could meet Nauman Ali Khan one day. After 5 years, finally, Robert and Nauman met at the same mosque, and they had a beautiful conversation. When met Robert in the nursing home, Norman wanted to hear Robert to recite some surah, and when heard Robert recite the surah, Norman and his friend just in tears. Robert had always wanted to go to masjid. He felt peace there, and he wanted to go to masjid, go to Friday prayer and pray Jama'ah. When he tried to go to pray Jama'ah with Nauman, he got a few bumps and his spine got even more hurt and he became back in excruciating pain. And Nauman said that he needed to stay in his bed for the next 6 months at least. And if he recovers, then he can get back up again. Robert Davila said that he has never felt more peace in his life, and he said that when he can consider his chair again, he wants to go to Jam'ah, said that he only found peace in the masjid. Nauman said that sometimes he wondered why Allah put him in his position now, and then he said to himself that Allah has given him so much and so grateful for the Allah gave him. Nauman Ali Khan said, Allah guide people in everywhere and in every situation, even guide us in our sleep, and every twist and turn will be guided by Allah, and we shouldn't worry about how to find balance. That's our job to guide us, and our job is to talk to Him. Our job is to get sincere and His house we are still find balance. And he said what that then we become saints, Allah will open doors, Allah will give us friends and will give us teachers, and Allah will give us access to these courses, all of which are going to bring us closer and closer time and to the truth, make life better for the people around us. So Allah will guide me in every situation and in every condition, and we should know this.